I'm Brianne. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Tell me all of your names.
Mine is Tepo. Mom's name would be Ntati, and the baby's name is Kalefo.
So thank you so much for chatting with me and giving your time, sharing your story with everybody. So tell me about your family's connection to the Ronald McDonald House.
Around December 19th, we were back at Auburn, where we go to school and we're international students. And one of the evenings, we felt that we needed to go to the hospital because my wife was expecting, and one thing led to another. When we got to the EAMC, we were transferred here to UAB, and a couple of days later, my baby boy, Kalefo, was born. He was just 23 weeks old, so that meant a lot of intensive care. That meant staying at the hospital for the subsequent 17 weeks.
How do you feel that being with your baby has helped him?
For babies that are this small, kangaroo care is awesome. It's one of the most important things that they have to do. And being close by, it means that we have had time to bond with the baby, both physically and emotionally. It is one of the most greatest things that we were afforded.
The extra twist that you guys have is you're here during the COVID-19 pandemic. So how has that kind of shaped your time at the Ronald McDonald House?
It was really difficult having to navigate all of that. But once again, the fact that there was a facility that had said, you know what, we're going to support you through this time, in as much as there has to be social distancing and things that people wouldn't think about. The fact that there's toilet paper at the house, the fact that there is sanitizer, and we never really had to, go out to Walmart to get it. It's certain things that we don't think about, but that are keeping us sane as we're walking a really tiring and gruesome journey of taking care of our very, sick baby.
If you could speak directly to our supporters and our volunteers right now, what would you want to say to them?
The first thing that comes to mind is I do not have words to express the gratitude that we feel, but we're so immensely thankful to the support, to everything that they have done. I mean, starting from providing that accommodation, to keeping the services working, the housekeepers, the volunteers that came to bring meals, and even people that came in just to give, psychosocial support, to talk to us, to just, remind us that we needed to take care of ourselves in terms of mental health and stuff like that. It is invaluable.
Do you have anything else you want to add? You want our supporters to know?
If there's anything that I can say, please keep supporting other people. We are inspired to do the same. If there's anything, any gift that we can give to our baby, is to raise him knowing that the best thing that he can do is to serve others, and to raise him knowing also that he can go continue the legacy that the Ronald McDonald has taught us. Yeah, that's all that I can say, I guess.
Hey everybody, I'm Catherine Estes Billmeyer, and I'm the CEO of the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Alabama. I kind of wanted to give you a virtual tour since we can't have you personally here to the house, and to let you know that we are still serving families. We are grateful for all the donations that you have made to enable us to do that. We're grateful for the meals that you have dropped off for the families we serve. So come along and let me just show you what the house looks like. So this is one of the spaces that the families join together in when we're able to let them do so. Right now, in trying to protect all the families in our care, we're keeping them eating their meals in their personal room and kind of closed off all of the public spaces in the house in protection of those that we're serving right now. So we've got a toddler play area here when the kids are able to play. There's a fabulous outside space for them to play. And as soon as this crisis is over, there'll be tons of kids playing. Right now, they're pretty much at the hospital. So here's our donor wall of honor. All of these folks contributed to make the addition to the house possible. So we went from serving 41 families to 73. So we're grateful for each and every one of the names that you see on this big, beautiful wall. And now we'll kind of walk into the addition. So this is our large family dining room in which the families all get together at night for volunteer served meals. We are grateful to have this space, and when the pandemic is over, you'll see tables joined together, or lots more tables together. Volunteers will cook meals down here in our volunteer kitchen. Right now, we're still, as I mentioned before, still serving them boxed meals that they request at the front desk every night and take up to their rooms to eat. But once this craziness is over, we've got a great space for them to join together and eat dinner. So now I'm going to show you one of our guest suites. This one is not occupied at the moment, so I wanted you to have a look at what the families will look like if they're here for a long-term stay. This particular suite has 2 bedrooms, so it can host a family as large as 6, because it also has a lazy boy pull-out couch that can sleep too as well. So come on in. Because it's a suite, has a kitchenette, so it's got a refrigerator and a microwave and a sink. This way families that need a little bit of privacy for long-term stays can have a separate space in which to eat, a dining room table to do that. And here is one of 2 bedrooms in this particular suite. It's they've all got fixed beds that we had designed specifically for the space. The lamps have places to plug in for their iPhones, to charge their phones while they sleep. All of the lights go on based on motion, so we're able to save on lighting costs. So the biggest thing that we do here at the Ronald McDonald House is provide access to care for families who are being treated at area hospitals. We are only steps away from UAB and Children's of Alabama. So in a room like this, for instance, a child can have his brother and sister, his mom, and even his grandmother stay with him while he's receiving important cancer treatment, and with only steps away from the hospital. If we weren't here, families would be paying at least $79 a night for a hotel room, not including what they would spend on travel to and from and meals outside of the house, because everything they get here is totally free. They get meals 3 times a day that are volunteer provided. They're great snacks that are provided by all kind of donors, and they don't have to pay $1 for the room when they stay here. All they have to do is concentrate on the wellness of their child. So we are so grateful for each and every one of you for helping to provide the ability for us to remain free for those families who still need us throughout this COVID-19 crisis. Thank you so much for keeping our families in your thoughts and providing the generous donations that you've provided.